biggest of the big KIllzown back. Big KIllzown on your phone, money still on, team forever, ever strong, man. What? That mug did not Ooh, what's up with it? What's up with it? Ooh. Office that we came. I forgot about that. Straight chilling on Mars. Yeah, I forgot we ain't came over here.
Ophion and the current system.
Stay away from the sixth circle unless you're a leader.
Forgot. Oh, this is my ship. I'm tripping. I switched. Where's everybody? Got it. Yeah, show do got a. I don't know where everybody is. Oh, they on the other ship. And I forgot I didn't even know I had a third floor. Hold up, we got a third floor? We got a third floor up in this mug? Well, second floor is that second or third? I don't even know. Yeah, we got a whole third floor.
Glad to see you're back in one piece.
Well, they
You need something?
What's this, the bathroom? Okay. There you go. weapons rack. I can't. Looking for somewhere I can put this stuff up there. Oh, I didn't even see this first thing. Bed. Oh, we got hella somebody who can kill that. Oh. What's in here? Oh, man. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Because I'm overcumbered. Now, what else? Ooh, that blew up the whole ship. Why are we carrying it? What is this over here? Oh, I got a locker. Yeah, why don't we just keep the mantis on? Like, as much as I like, yeah, man, put that on up in there. Just keep the mantis going. I like that anyway. Blinking, hold on. Ooh. Man. shoot, he oh, he back in the abandoned mines. Okay. Bodies out. They cleared them bodies out. Holy moly. Ah! What? Boy, it take a minute to get the bruh. Dang. I mean, it take a minute to get the bruh. That's crazy. Shoot.
Trade Authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts? Tissue sample? You came all the way down here for that? A fast-growing terramorph. That is concerning. Who exactly told you to bring this to me? Hadrian. She gave you this. If she made you come all the way for this.
Red Devils HQ. Okay. Yeah, I'm all up in these stuff.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests. Oh, and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days. All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all on a slate. Hadrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying, because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen. Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian. It was a city wiped completely off the map by terramorphs. The swarms were so bad, they had to blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity. So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You wanna tell me what your plans are for it? The circle, huh? Here, faster if we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness.
Alright, let's go then. Ooh. Right back to that boy. I like how they got the fast travel. Oh. Oof, we were supposed to be up in there. Shoot, come on. Why they gonna let us fast travel to the side of the spot? If they ever make spaceships just like that, Captain.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say.
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
Makes two of us.
I hope it ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
What's up, everybody?
That's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we'd be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us. Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done. Well, it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it. All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the Cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlanta.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
over here. The workup's in the cabinet, but listen, so, in the interest of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC, it's more complicated. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon.
What the hell?
One-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War. Former head of the UC Navy.
What?
They called him Ve Victus.
Oh!
Loan to the defeated in Old Earth Latin.
She a what?
A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned. I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? Or if you've got any last... No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us with. Then I guess it's just...
The cabinet meeting is about to begin. All parties, please proceed to the cabinet chambers.
Ah, welcome. You must be the captain Hadrian mentioned in her report. You have our thanks for the risks you faced in securing this information.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yes, well, precisely how urgent is what I hope we'll determine here today. So now, we have two petitioners here making a surprising request. Access to the UC Xeno Warfare Team's Terramorph data, currently housed in the Armistice archives. A request which will require not just this body's agreement, but that of all three Armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Varun. Now, Captain, we've all read Hadrian's report on the subject, but we have yet to hear from you. Perhaps you could summarize for the Cabinet what it is you see as the goal of this endeavor.
That's quite the leap, Captain. Madam President, I object to the very premise of this meeting. While no one would argue that what happened on Tau Ceti was anything less than a tragedy, Terramorph attacks are not some sudden new threat on the horizon. They've been happening for generations. To demand we hand over banned archival knowledge and possibly upset the balance of galactic diplomacy because of a single attack seems at best panic. And at worst, a power grab by the daughter of a bloodthirsty warmonger and her associates.
I would remind the chief diplomat who he's speaking to. If it's my father you're looking to address, you're welcome to consult a medium. I would also ask how many deaths the Cabinet requires to act. 50? 50,000? Because if tragedies like Tau Ceti are just prelude to more attacks, I have no doubt you'll get the body count you require.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? And while there should be no doubt the preservation of life stands paramount among this body's duties, Chief Yassine has a point. Will a single attack, however troubling, be sufficient to convince the other factions to grant us access to what they no doubt consider weapon data. I don't think it's enough. Perhaps you can help, Captain.
That is worth considering. This attack took place on an almost completely uninhabited world. The casualties were minimal as a result. But if there's another attack, will we be so lucky?
Yes, a fine point, Admiral. So then, Captain, given the discussion now and the information you've been privy to thus far, if you were in our position, I'm inclined to agree.
As am I.
I suppose that does get to the heart of the point, doesn't it? Very well. I consent. The galaxy was lucky you were here today, Captain.
You and I are in agreement, Chief Diplomat. So, if there are no other objections, I believe we can agree to give our full backing to make the request to... What was that?
Attention. An incident has occurred. Facility lockdown engaged.
Incident? Chief Sarkin, what's happening?
There's been an attack at the spaceport.
Oh, damn!
Terramorphs.
Terramorphs. More attacks. Just as predicted.
Good God. There must be another explanation. The creatures evaded our scanner somehow.
There will be plenty of time for conjecture later. Chief Sarkin, order the evacuation of the spaceport and have your men contain the things, but do it discreetly. The last thing we need is a citywide panic.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral Logan, the local barracks can provide support?
I'll make the order myself. Nearest anti-Xeno squad, though, is off-world. Going to take a while to bring them in.
Well then, we'll have to make do with the tools we've got. You two, we can't risk those things getting out of the spaceport. I want you both on the next train there. We'll let them know you're coming, and that you've dealt with these things before. Now go show them how it's done.
We're on it, ma'am. Back, I'm right behind. Let's get down there.
Alright, let's go. Nope.
You! The EM rifle, grab it!
The hell is going on here?
No!
Now hit him with everything you've got.
We're trying to help you! Stop!
Stop fighting. Thank you. The way those people were acting.
Terramorph influence.
I don't know. We tried to restrain them, but some of the other officers down there, we couldn't restrain.
Pheromonic projection. Some terramorphs, they can induce this fog. It affects everyone differently, but some people just lose. You kill the morph, you break the hold. But this means we're gonna need to be real careful with... Let's do it.
Nat's unlocked.
They got to the spaceport.
time to waste, Captain. Stash the EM and pull some firepower. Let's move!
Evacuation order has been issued for the spaceport district. All citizens are required to proceed to the nearest shelter.
You might back up. Just stand there.
Damn! He over there. I should have brought something else with me.
Captain! You're going to be okay! It's not real! Whatever you're experiencing right now is not real! We have to put down that floor! It can't be finished! Work with them, huh?
We've got the remaining creatures locked down on the landing pad. We're barely holding our perimeter. They said you've done this before. One fire team to spare and whatever supplies you need, but I can't risk them taking over any more women. Put those things down and do it fast. We'll hold them as best we can.
Shoot.
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you?
gonna save you!
Target down. Nice work, Captain.
Guess they weren't kidding about you two.
I don't want to think what would have happened if you two hadn't been here.
Just glad we could rise to the occasion. Captain, we should report back to the President. Let her know that... Take care of yourself, Sergeant.
Attention. The spaceport has been secured. Safety precautions remain in place. Please wait for the all clear signal before exiting your...
That's a relief to hear. Captain? Hadrian? It would appear that the Cabinet owes you our thanks for what you did for the city today. As well as an apology. Your concerns about the Terramorphs, well, consider them validated.
Thank you, ma'am.
Of course. I only wish we could have. Now, today's events have only You will have our full support in collecting the Terramorph data from the archives, as well as a subsequent investigation into the nature of these attacks. But to accomplish those goals, we're going to need the right people in the right place. As such, the Cabinet has authorized me to reinstate you, Hadrian, effective immediately. As soon as we've got the data in hand, we want you investigating these attacks and how to...
Yes. Yes, ma'am. I'd be honored.
Excellent. But as you've both made clear, for such an investigation to succeed first, we're going to need someone to convince the Freestar Collective, someone who knows precisely the sorts of dangers the colonies and the Cabinet wants you, Captain, to be that. We do. In exchange, we're willing to fast-track your...
Okay.
So...
Yes.
I'm glad to hear it. Now, we, of course, won't be sending you in without the proper support. Deputy McIntyre in the Office of Interstellar Affairs will be your guide on gaining access to the archives. You should be able to find her in her office across the hall. And on behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our thanks.
The next time Terramorphs rear their ugly heads, UC is going to be ready.
He did say across the hall.
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require.
Friends like these.
That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the... Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor. Accessing the Terramorph. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the...
Someone paid attention in current events. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency. UC, Freestar Collective, and...
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to get them both and you'll have your data.
I couldn't agree more. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately...
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmore's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval. It does, but there's a concern. We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually still alive. His public appearances were always rare, but it's been several years now since scans of the facility show life signs.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a here, this device. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy.
The good ambassador. Now, officially, our office.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her.
And who knows? But my suspicion is we're going to have to.
Certainly. See, good diplomacy is all about the careful.
UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way.
So, if you are going to try and access...
Now, we recovered some intel, but there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information.
All right.
And take these.
Now, if you have additional questions, I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh and be smart out there, Captain.
All right. Well, I thought... Okay.
Pardon.
All right. Shred like these. I don't know why he did. Oh. They there. They all there. Okay. So we don't have to go nowhere else. Everybody back outside. That was quick. Oh, that's quick. Freestar Collective Embassy. I'm already part of him, so this is a little bit.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in our office.
We'll make this a little bit easier.
Visitors are only allowed terramorphs, as in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I
I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Guests can make
I'm
themselves
sorry.
comfortable in the
Do you have an... Ah, you're the one, McIntyre? You have my thanks for what you did down there, true. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe was just, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Army. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they... Excuse me. Let me be frank, Cap. I will not be the one responsible. You're really gonna push this? I'm listening. I don't care if you're the... I suppose you're right. The cost of being wrong. No one does, Captain. Well, Captain...
Got her!
You make some good points. But if I'm really granting you access, your access will be limited. You can only take out the items. You go in once. You get everything you need on your... And all research done with the data will be monitored. Freestar scientists will watch your people like... So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow me.
Yeah. And Mackin, boy, that Mackin.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Code generators just this way.
I think it's old girl though. Honestly, I think she got something to do. Oh, oh my God. Oh. Ooh. I'm still here, y'all. Laying home. Right here.
Gotta run soon. I'm late to a meeting.
She's smart game. Oh, it's sad though, huh? Insane. bad boy up. Oh damn. I messed up again. Y'all, I messed it up on the novice joints. Oh shit. Gotta get up. Oh, this is my last digi pick. Oh dang. Oh man. Oh dang. Jesus Christ. My last one. Oh my God. Oh. I need some more. Oh damn. Damn. Alright, well how the hell we supposed to get in that room? Alright, hold on. We're gonna have to run that back. Because I already blew up all. I don't know why I kept using them things. It didn't even need to, yeah, to even jump up on that computer. Oh, damn. Oh, shoot, this is it. Oh, that was it? Oh, you know what? Run that back again. We ain't even need that either. Run that back again. We ain't even need that. I'm over here thinking, oh, this is to get up and it's the same. Hella drop. Hella drop. I'm trying to figure out why they got all these guns that they use, dog. This is crazy. All these straps.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us...
Oh, I might have to put a little macking on him. Not a little macking on him, but anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. We gotta offer some game.
Let's discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Has the rest of the cities... Is that right, huh? Now, it cannot solely be... You were sent by the UC, and the broadcast spoke of terror morphs. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheer... So, the UC requires information, then. The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the Ark. But, if I am to grant you... For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge. Well then, please.
That was easy. He had to go through, do a whole bunch of game spinning. Persuading.
Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
All right. Oh, they let me, oh, that's because I used some of my stuff. Ooh. Alright, let's get it, y'all. Now we're gonna be able to see. Oh, we can go down. Now we're gonna be able to see what's up with this stuff. It's terrible. Oh. Y'all, I have not had this much.
Captain. Oh, wait. Did you... So the old man was still lurking. And now, I've already arranged. When you get down there, the UC monitor will... Here, the UC code piece and an archive. Absolute best behaviors.
Howdy.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
Fast traveled all the way over here. Oh, Lord.
There you are. Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real... So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing... The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more...
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Okay. I'm a citizen.
Yes? What?
Baseball, bat ball. I got happy.
Another day, another shift.
Go buy me a house.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become... Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as... Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Okay.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in... Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for act.
Well, all this paper.
Keep it moving.
Shut up. Whew. Subsection 7. I don't even think I seen that. This has to be to go out and go.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom.
Don't
you
tell
and I
me.
should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse.
Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed.
Oh, snap.
But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy
It's your boy.
lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I know who you are.
There's a reason for that. Introductions first, though. I'm Francois Sanon.
I knew it.
Most know me as ThaBiggBaddWolf. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies.
What you do?
Very astute. That's my daughter. My progeny. You've been working alongside. Has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him. However you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Man. You go ahead and say this right here. Gonna end it off right here. I'm finna go to sleep, y'all. I'm trying to hold on. Well, I'll catch y'all on the flip. Peace.